So finally, after 6 episodes, this show gives me a reason to fist pump. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. This is my Titans review, episode 6, Jason Todd. And like I said at the intro of this video, this episode really gave me a moment to give a fist pump to, and that is all the credit to the show itself, because I've been really hard on this show since the very first episode. Hell, I've been hard on this show since the production of it, and I do still stick to my guns on some of that stuff, but I have to tell you that this episode in particular was really good. I really enjoyed this episode a lot, and I think the reason why I enjoyed this particular episode so much is because I get more of Dick Grayson. We're starting to get more of this character, and we're starting to get more into his backstory, and he's really starting to get flushed out, and I really like his character. And another reason, another element that I like this episode is because it's Jason Todd now involved. Jason Todd is now in this episode, and what I like what the creators of the show, what the showrunner and the director was able to do, was they were able to make Jason Todd, Jason Todd. Like, if you guys know Jason Todd in the comic books, that is the Jason Todd that we get in this episode. Like, this little cocksucking prick that nobody liked. Like, at any given moment, I was hoping to God that the Joker would strap him to a chair and just start beating him to death with a crowbar, because he was that unlikable. And I like that, and I like the fact that we see Dick Grayson trying to come to terms with the fact that Batman replaced him with this young street rat kid that is clearly, like, a degenerate that's just breaking into cars. He's kicking the shit out of cops. Like, he's a complete dickhead. And that is Jason Todd from the comics. Like, no one likes Jason Todd. There's a reason why they killed Jason Todd. People voted to kill Jason Todd in the comics. So let's not forget that. And I like the element of Jason Todd just being a complete asshole that nobody likes. And it's really a character development and a piece that allows Dick Grayson to grow up in this episode. And at the end of the episode, when Starfire asks him, like, how many Robins is coming back, it gave me my real first fist pump moment where he goes, none. So does that in fact mean that hey, look, it's over. He's no longer Robin. He's going to transition now into Nightwing. Is that what they're going to give us? I hope that's what they're setting up. I hope in the next episode we start to see him start progressing more toward Nightwing and getting out of Batman's shadow, getting out of the Robin shadow, because there is no reason to have Jason Todd and Dick Grayson both going out with the persona of Robin. So I'm hoping, like, these first 6 episodes was really just Dick Grayson developing into Nightwing, developing in the character that we all want him to be. Nightwing is a very popular character. I have to admit, he's not my favorite, but I do enjoy Dick Grayson as Nightwing. I enjoy that character a lot. Not my favorite character, but I really want to see that transition. I liked how they handled that in Young Justice, where he was Robin in Season 1. Season 2, he was now Nightwing. He was much older, and I wanted to see that in the show, and I think that's what they're leading to. This episode did a real good job, you know, telling the backstory, hitting on some of the stuff between Batman and Dick Grayson, with Bruce and Dick, and now with Jason Todd and Bruce, and they really were able to hit all those angles. A lot of the other characters in this episode really took the back door to Dick Grayson, because this was a more centered around story to him. Now, Starfire did play a little part in this, and I actually enjoyed her new outfit. Hopefully soon we get that wig change. That was the big problem that I have, is that wig change. We get her new outfit, and I like where it's going so far. This was probably my favorite episode so far. Out of all 6 episodes, this hands down is my favorite episode. More character driven, more character development. That's what I want. Character development. It's one to have, you know, character development that doesn't really lead anywhere, but this is clearly leading into Robin becoming his next stage in his life, which is hopefully Nightwing. So I enjoyed this episode. Nothing but good things to say about this episode. Enjoyed it a lot, but I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Hit that like, subscribe button. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.